Open any gun YouTube channel right now, and you will see the same 10 pistols over and over again. Glock 19, SIG P365, Hellcat, Shield Plus, P320, M and P2.0, Walther, PDP, CZ Shadow 2. The same handful of guns get reviewed every week by every channel, ranked in every video, photographed for every thumbnail. The algorithm rewards it, the brands push it, the reviewers repeat it, and the average viewer ends up convinced that those 10 guns are the only 9mm pistols worth owning in 2026. That is a lie. There is a parallel universe of 9mm pistols in the market right now that almost nobody on YouTube will talk about. Some of them are made by manufacturers most American shooters have never heard of. Some are made by famous brands but are buried in the catalog behind more popular models. Some are the actual best in their category, but they do not have the marketing budget to get noticed. Today we are ranking the 10 best 9mm pistols nobody is talking about in 2026. Real guns, real performance, real reasons each one deserves more attention than it gets. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which underrated 9mm deserves a spot in your safe. Number 1 is going to make you wonder how you have lived this long without ever hearing its name. Let's get into it. How we are ranking these. Every pistol on this list gets judged on 3 things: how good the gun actually is, trigger, accuracy, reliability, ergonomics, build quality. The standard stuff that separates good pistols from mediocre ones. How much YouTube ignores it. We are not putting Glock 19S on this list. Every gun here has to be genuinely under discussion in the firearms community, despite being objectively excellent. How available it is. No vaporware. No 2-year waitlist. These are guns you can actually buy in 2026 if you go looking for them. Same standards. No exceptions. Let's rank. Number 10. Beretta 9211 Squalo. Everybody knows the Beretta 92 FS, the military sidearm for 30 years. The gun in every action movie from the 1980s. Open slide design. Rotating locking block. That part of the Beretta catalog gets discussed constantly. The 92XI Squalo does not. The Squalo is Beretta's modern competition variant of the 92 platform, built specifically for shooters who want a tuned 92 without going to the custom shop. Single action only trigger that breaks at around 3.5 pounds with a short reset. Flared mag well integrated into the frame. Skeletonized hammer and trigger. Vortex Defender optic ready cuts on the slide. 18+1 capacity. This is a competition grade 9mm pistol from one of the most respected firearms manufacturers in the world, and almost nobody talks about it because it does not fit the striker-fired narrative the rest of the industry has been pushing for the last decade. Price approximately $1,599. Capacity 18+1. Best for shooters who want competition grade. Beretta 92 performance without the custom shop weight. Number 9. Stoeger STR 9F. Stoeger is owned by Beretta. That single fact should change how the firearms community talks about this brand, but it has not. The STR 9F is the full-size variant of Stoeger's striker-fired carry line, and it is one of the best full-size 9mm values in America right now. 20+1 capacity. Slide ride dust cover for accessory mounting. Flat-faced trigger. 3 interchangeable back straps. Suppressor height steel sights. Optics ready slide. Aggressive grip texture. Street price under $450. 20 rounds, optics ready, with steel sights for under $450. That should be the headline of every budget pistol video on YouTube in 2026. It is not, because Stoeger does not have the marketing budget to make it the headline, and the reviewers who get review guns from Glock and SIG have no incentive to feature it. Price approximately $429. Capacity 20+1. Best for budget buyers who want a full-size duty pistol with premium features. Number 8. Arex Delta Gen 2. Arex is a Slovenian firearms manufacturer that builds pistols for European military and police forces. The Delta Gen 2 is their compact carry variant, and it is one of the most overlooked carry pistols on the American market. 15+1 capacity. Optics ready slide with 3 plate options included in the box, interchangeable back straps, flat-faced trigger that breaks at around 5 pounds, steel sights front and rear from the factory, 3 magazines included. The Delta sits in the price range where Glocks and SIGs play, but it ships with features those guns charge extra for. 3 magazines included instead of the usual 2, 3 optic plates instead of 1, steel sights instead of plastic. Arex is competing on value because they have to. Their brand name does not sell guns the way Glock or SIG does, so they pack the box with extras. Price approximately $499. Capacity 15+1. Best for shooters who want premium features and accessories without paying for a famous logo. Number 7. Tisas PX9 Gen 3 Duty. Turkish firearms manufacturing has quietly become one of the most important stories in the American gun market over the last 5 years. Tisas leads that wave. The PX9 Gen 3 Duty is their full-size striker-fired 9mm, and it is selling for under $300 on most dealer shelves in 2026. 17+1 capacity. Optics ready slide. Flat-faced trigger. Suppressor height steel sights. Aggressive grip texture. 3 magazines included. Holster included in the box. Cleaning kit included. Lifetime warranty. For under $300, you get everything most pistols ship with at twice the price. The trigger is genuinely competitive with guns in the $500 to $600 range. The build quality embarrasses pistols charging double. Tisas embarrasses brands that have been coasting on reputation for 2 decades, and the firearms community has largely ignored what they are doing. Price approximately $299. Capacity 17+1. Best for shooters who want a complete duty pistol package at a price that should not be possible. Number 6. B&T-USW-A1. This is the wild card on the list. B&T is a Swiss manufacturer best known for submachine guns used by European tactical units. The USW-A1 is their attempt to bridge the gap between pistol and personal defense weapons. It's a 9mm pistol with an integrated folding brace that deploys in under a second to give you a shoulder mount for stabilized fire. 17+1 capacity. 3-inch barrel. Optics ready with a removable Picatinny rail on top of the slide. Steel construction throughout. Genuinely revolutionary geometry that nobody else has tried to replicate. The USW-A1 is treated as a curiosity by gun YouTube because it does not fit any existing category. It is not a traditional pistol. It is not a PDW. It is not a rifle. It is its own thing. Designed by Swiss engineers for very specific tactical use cases, and the firearms community has not figured out how to talk about it. That does not change the fact that it is one of the most innovative 9mm platforms ever produced. If you want a stabilized 9mm shooting platform that conceals in a backpack, nothing else on the market matches it. Price approximately $2,599. Capacity 17+1. Best for shooters who want a stabilized 9mm pistol platform that does not exist anywhere else. Number 5. Walther Q 5-match steel frame. Walther spends most of its 2026 marketing budget pushing the PDP. The PDP is excellent. We have featured it on this channel before, but the PDP marketing has buried what might be Walther's best pistol, the Q5 match steel frame. The Q5 match is a competition-oriented 9mm with a full steel frame, a 5-inch barrel, a Walther-tuned quick defense trigger that breaks at around 3.5 pounds, and integrated optic mounting that requires no adapter plates. 15+1 capacity. Weight unloaded is 41 ounces. That weight is the entire point. The steel frame soaks up recoil in a way no polymer pistol can match. The Q5 match shoots flatter than almost anything in its price range. It is the pistol Walther uses to win European IPSC matches, but the American firearms community talks about the PDP and ignores it. Price approximately $1,599. Capacity 15+1. Best for shooters who want a competition grade steel frame 9mm from a major European manufacturer. Number 4. Steyr 9-A2MF. Steyr is the Austrian manufacturer that quietly competes with Glock in their own country. The L9A2MF is the duty-sized variant of their striker-fired carry line, and it is one of the most under-discussed pistols in the entire 9mm market. 17+1 capacity, cold hammer forged barrel, trapezoidal sight system that gets you on target faster than traditional 3-dot sights once you train with it. Grip angle 11 degrees more aggressive than the Glock 19, which puts the bore directly behind your wrist for natural point of aim. Trigger breaks at around 4.5 pounds with a short reset. Steyr has been making excellent firearms since the 1800s. The L9A2MF deserves to be discussed in the same conversations as the Glock 19 and the M&P 2.0. It is not, because Steyr does not chase American marketing, and the reviewers do not chase them back. The shooters who own one understand they're running something the rest of the firearms community has not figured out yet. Price approximately $649. Capacity 17+1. Best for shooters who want Austrian engineering with a different design philosophy than Glock. Number 3. Wilson Combat EDC X9. The 1911 community talks about Wilson Combat constantly. The striker-fired community talks about everything except Wilson Combat. The EDC X9 is the gun that should change that conversation, and it has not. The EDC X9 is a 9mm pistol built in a 1911 style frame but with double stack capacity and a tuned action that breaks at around 3.5 pounds in single action. 15+1 capacity, aluminum frame, match grade barrel hand, fitted at the Wilson Combat Shop, optics ready in current production, G10 grips, bulletproof magazine release. This is the gun for shooters who want a 1911 trigger feel without the 1911 capacity limitation. It is also the gun nobody outside the Wilson Combat customer base ever talks about. The price keeps it niche. The 1911 community treats it as a 1911 conversation. The striker community ignores it because it is hammer-fired. The result is one of the best premium 9mm pistols ever produced, sitting in a market blind spot. Price approximately $3,225. Capacity 15+1. Best for shooters who want a 1911 single action trigger feel in a high-capacity 9mm platform. Number 2. CZ-TS2. CZ Shadow 2 dominates the conversation about CZ competition pistols. The TS2 is the gun that should dominate the conversation, and almost nobody talks about it. The TS2 is a competition-oriented 9mm designed specifically for APS-C and USPSA competition. Steel frame. Single action only triggers that breaks at around 2.5 pounds. 20+1 capacity in the standard variant. Fiber optic front sight with fully adjustable rear. Magwell integrated into the frame. Aggressive checkering on the front strap. This pistol has won European IPSC matches. The build quality matches custom shop guns costing twice as much. And the firearms community treats it as an afterthought because the Shadow 2 has better Instagram presence. If you actually want to compete, the TS2 is the answer. If you want a gun that shoots like a custom build for less than half the price, the TS2 is the answer. The fact that nobody is talking about it does not change the fact that it is one of the best 9mm competition pistols on the market. Price approximately $1,499. Capacity 20+1. Best for serious competition shooters who want custom shop performance at production pricing. Number 1. Laugo Arms Alien. Most American shooters have never heard the name Laugo Arms. After you finish watching this video, you will not forget it. Laugo Arms is a Czech manufacturer founded by a team of engineers who looked at every 9mm pistol on the market and decided to throw out the rulebook. The result is the Alien. It does not look like any 9mm pistol you have ever seen. It does not function like any 9mm pistol you have ever seen. And it shoots flatter than any 9mm pistol you have ever seen. Here is what makes the Alien different. The barrel does not move during the firing cycle. In every other production 9mm pistol on the market, The barrel tilts upward as the slide cycles, which contributes to muzzle flip. The Alien uses a fixed barrel design with a unique gas-operated locking system that lets the slide cycle without barrel movement. The result is a recoil impulse that competition shooters describe as feeling like a .22 caliber rifle. The trigger breaks at around 2.5 pounds with a reset measured in millimeters. The grip angle is more vertical than any major competitor. The optic mounts directly to the frame instead of the slide, which means your red dot stays stationary while the gun cycles, giving you a sight picture that does not move during recoil. Capacity is 17+1. Build quality is custom shop grade across every component. This is the most innovative 9mm pistol in production in 2026. It is built by a small team in the Czech Republic. It's imported in limited numbers to America, and the firearms YouTube community has almost completely ignored it. The shooters who own an Alien describe it the same way every time. They say it ruins every other 9mm pistol for them. They say they cannot go back to traditional designs after experiencing what zero barrel movement during firing actually feels like. They say it changes how you think about what a 9mm pistol can be. The price is the entry fee. The Alien sits at around $2,800 depending on configuration. That number eliminates most of the market, but for the shooters who can justify it, the Alien delivers an experience that no other production 9mm pistol can match. If you want to own the most genuinely revolutionary 9mm pistol of the modern era, and you do not care that almost nobody else has heard of it, the Laugo Arms Alien is the answer. Price approximately $2,795. Capacity 17+1. Best for shooters who want the most advanced 9mm pistol engineering money can buy from a manufacturer most people have never heard of. Quick breakdown of who should buy what. If you want the most innovative 9mm pistol in production, Laugo Arms Alien. If you want a competition-grade CZ that is not the Shadow 2, CZ-TS2. If you want a 1911 trigger feel and a high-capacity 9mm, Wilson Combat EDCX9. If you want Austrian engineering with a different philosophy than Glock, Steyr L9A2MF. If you want a competition-grade Walther that is not the PDP Q5 match steel frame. If you want a stabilized 9mm platform with Swiss engineering, B and TUS A1. If you want a complete duty pistol package under $300, Tisas PX9 Gen 3 Duty. If you want premium features without paying for a famous logo, Arex Delta Gen 2. If you want a Beretta-owned budget 9mm with premium features, Stoeger STR 9F. If you want competition-grade Beretta 92 performance, Beretta 92 XI Squalo. Every gun on this list is excellent. Every gun on this list deserves more attention than it gets. The firearms YouTube community will keep talking about the same 10 Glock and SIG variants. The shooters who do their homework will find the guns that actually deserve their money. Hit that like button if this list showed you guns you had never heard of. Subscribe for more honest firearms content that ignores the algorithm. Drop a comment with the underrated 9mm you own, or the one from this list that just moved to the top of your wish list. Stay safe, stay trained, stay a responsible gun owner.